In this third and final video we're going to make over WizIQ's features, I've got the whole screen pulled up here, and the last three buttons on the top are Share Screen, Screen Sharing, Polling, and Breakout Room. The Share Screen button, honestly, is very powerful. It allows you to share anything on your desktop or on an application that you may have running outside of WizIQ, which is great if you have a piece of software that won't work in here, or something you want to show them on a web page or something else. So a lot of times when they click, I'm going to go ahead and click on this. When you click on it, it just asks you want to start screen sharing. Remember, your students can do this if they have writing control as well, so you can look over their shoulder. And when you click on this, it's going to make sure they have Adobe Flash and make sure it's up to date. So I'm going to go ahead and hit yes on this install, and it's going to download that. And it's downloading, installing. So we're going to go through this little thing here, and then it allows this little pop-up that you can share their desktop, certain windows, like it might be a web browser or something, or certain applications, like maybe you have a piece of software that's really unique to what you do, or even Word. You could just pull up Word or something like that. So that's another thing you do. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit Share Desktop, and it says success. Your screen is being shared now. So if I minimize my screen here, it's actually, I could actually show them, like here's my YouTube channel, or I could actually show them how to walk through the training course here. I could, so whatever I show my students, whatever I'm showing on my screen is what they're going to see. So I'm actually having them look over my shoulder right now. And I'm going to hit minimize here, and I can show them my actual desktop. So that's a really powerful thing, especially if they have a struggle getting content into the window. You can say, hey, why don't you share your screen and just show me what you're looking at on your computer. So it says success, your screen is being shared now. If I click the stop button, I go back into the environment here, and I want to hit stop, then it goes right back to normal. So that's a really nice feature that you and your students can use. Some browsers have shown conflicts sometimes, and so if you have an issue with it not connecting with the right thing, you might want to try a different browser. I'm using Google Chrome right now. Sometimes Firefox works well, but usually it works pretty good. Students just hit that, or you hit that share screen, and pick what you want to show. I'll just click it again, hit start screen share, and since I did it that first time, the second time I click on it, it's pretty much ready to go, and it says click on this icon. And if I go down to my tray here at the bottom, there's the icon, and I can pick desktop, Windows, or applications. If I click applications, it shows me what applications I have open, and I can show those things too. So really powerful little feature here. The next thing is the poll feature, and you can create your own poll by just hitting create a poll. Or if there's actually, this is a list of all the polls that people have been using for WizIQ since we've had it. And once you hit, so if I hit the create a poll, put your question in, put your options in, add another option if you'd like, and then you can hit save, and then save and publish. So I'm actually I'll just close out of this right now, and I'll just go ahead and close that poll. I'll go hit publish this one. Are you comfortable using Blackboard for my online classes? So I'll hit publish poll, and then this is the students would all get sent a request to respond, and then it would total the votes, and you can even have it displayed in different formats, as a pie chart or a list or as a bar chart. And if you hit view poll, you can actually look at what the questions are, yes, no, or not yet, and then you can hit end poll when you're done with that. So it's a nice little thing if you want to do some interactivity, is to create a poll. This last button here on the top is called the Breakout Room, and if you go to Breakout Room, what you're really doing is creating a WizIQ session that can be private or different from what you're doing. So if I hit edit room, I can create a new one. I don't have any attendees in here with me. Then I can assign to them if they want to be in charge of the room or who has writing privileges. But if I go ahead here and hit create new room, and then I can name the room, right now it's just called room 1, and then I can add people from my attendance list into the room. And then when you're all done, hit start breakout session. So then as a teacher, I'd be able to go from room to room, and I would be included in all their lists, or I could pull back between the two. I personally haven't used this feature very often, but for some of you that might be having students meet to do group work or collaborate, might be a really neat thing to do. Or if you have certain areas you want them to maybe have a private situation to do their own thing, and this is a great way to do that. So this is called Breakout Room. So on the features on the left, just to kind of run down again, we have the select, the pointer, the freehand, the text tool, and then all the shapes, the graph paper, the eraser and 3D shapes, the little delete button, the emoticons, and then we can change the colors of our fill and text and our text size. And then on the top here, under File, we have adding a new tab. We can also do that over here by clicking on the little plus button. Also under File, we have Take a Snapshot, which kind of takes a picture of whatever's showing in your whiteboard area, if you want to save a picture of that. If you have a collaborative space, maybe you want to save that. Upload from desktop, which is also the same thing as this little button right here, which says Upload from desktop. Same button there. Content library, which is disabled in this version. We can't really upload content into the library there, but if that is enabled, that allows us to kind of store things there to get easy access to later. And then there's the End Class button, which if you want to end class, you can do that. Or on the far right, way over here, there's this little red X, and if you mouse over that, it says End Class. So that allows us to stop the class there. And if you ever want to have time extended, WizIQ automatically creates a reminder when there's like 5 minutes left. If you go to the bottom right hand here, it kind of shows you the elapsed time, and right next to it is this little clock. So if I click that, it pops this little pop-up, and I can extend class by how many ever minutes. So if if you're doing an office hour or whatever, and you want to make it longer, you can do that. And then you can have your alerts. By default, it's 5 minutes before the end of class, but you can change that as well. So that's a nice feature in case you're getting close. You're not watching the clock and run out of time. You can always go a little longer. So I think we've gone over pretty much every feature. The best thing to do for you now is to actually go in the training course, go under Tools, create your own session, and just start playing around with the session. And the way to test out of the training is to invite another person that's in the training, or myself or somebody in distance education, and we can meet you in here and just kind of go through the checklist that's in the training course here to make sure you have a good feel of what's going on here and answer any questions you might have, and that'll pretty much be the end of your training. So thanks for watching all 3 of these videos, and like I said, just go out there and practice for yourself with by yourself in a session like this, or invite a colleague and work together on it, and I think your students will really like it.